Okay, so this is a banded hip mobilisation to get more hip extension. So again, we want to attach that band at a height, so when we're kneeling, it's going to be pulling in a direct horizontal angle. So we're going to put the, the band will be horizontal, we don't want it up too high, down too low. So we want to put this right up as high as we can in our hip joint and our groin, right under our bum cheek. From there, we're going to step this leg back. With this one, we want the band pulling forwards and at a bit of an oblique angle laterally. So sort of pulling out at that direction there. From there, we're going to tuck our pelvis under, so we're not extending through our lower back. We want to keep our ribs and hips pulled together because we're trying to create a change at the level of the hip, not the lower back. So pelvis locked in, ribs and hips locked in. From there, we're going to let that band pull our hip slightly laterally and slightly forward. So we should feel potentially feel a bit of a stretch through the front of the hip, the side of the hip. So deep breathing. With the breath out, let that hip fall a bit further forward. So deep breath in. Let it fall forward. Be careful that we're not arching our lower back to let the hip fall forward. It may only move an extra millimetre with each breath. So deep breath in. Let go and just let it fall. You want to really feel like you're breathing into the stretch. Again, we don't want to feel any bad pain, any sharp pain, any stinging or piercing pain, but it may feel uncomfortable. We're probably going to feel a pretty intense stretch. So that's okay. Just, depending on your systemic mobility scores, it's going to depend on how long you need to hold this kind of mobilisation to create change. So if you've got a really low systemic flexibility score, you're probably going to create change pretty quick. If it's really low, it's going to take a while. If it's really high, if you're quite mobile already, it'll happen pretty quick. So that is a banded hip extension mobilisation.